Now, I know that for some of you, you are interested to learn dancing, but you don't know where to get started. And then you hear people talking about, ooh, Latin dancing, it's so fun, it's so sexy, and it's so gorgeous, and it's so wonderful. And you're like, yeah, I want to learn Latin dancing. But what on earth is Latin dancing, and where do we get started? So, what exactly is Latin dancing? So, Latin dances is this huge umbrella consisting of many different kind of dances, a majority of which originated from Latin America. Now, there are so many different styles of dancing because there's so many countries there and so many different cultures. And music, movement and dance is such a rich part of their culture and their history, which is why it has given birth to so many different styles of dancing. And these different styles of dance have gone international, with people all over the world loving Latin American dancing. Hi everyone, my name is Zyen and I am from Danza Latina. I am a dance teacher specializing in Latin solo. Now, before we jump into the different styles of Latin, we first need to understand the basic concepts of Latin dancing. Latin dancing is normally a partner dance consisting of one gentleman and one lady. The gentleman usually acts as the lead and the lady acts as the follow. So the lead is the one who determines what are the steps that the pair will do when they're dancing. So the lead normally gives cues through body movement or through the hands. The lead does not verbally cue the follow on what to do. So the lead's not going to say, okay, we're going to do a turn now. So that's not what the lead does. The lead would indicate that a turn needs to be done by using the hands and the body to tell the follow, okay, you need to turn now. The follow will need to be able to read those cues and follow with the matching steps that the lead wants the follow to do. The follow should not be doing, their own steps. You're like, okay, I don't want to listen to you, I want to do my own steps, like you want me to turn, no, I don't want to turn, I'm going to do something else. So when this happens, they're kind of fighting, so they're not in sync. It's not a joy anymore to dance, it's not fun anymore, you're not enjoying the movement or the music, and it's horrible to watch. And accidents are bound to happen. Like for example, they may accidentally hit or slap each other, or even worse, someone may actually fall. So in the traditional sense, the lead is usually the gentleman and the follow is normally the lady. And this is the preferred way to dance that is recognized worldwide. However, nowadays there are some variations to these rules. For example, there are some competitions which allow all ladies or all girls, meaning that both the lead and the follow are both ladies. And in some rare occasions, there have also been both men. There are also Latin solo dances where instead of dancing as a pair, each person dances individually, so they're not part of a unit. Each person is their own little unit and they're dancing the Latin dances but as solo dancers. And then also we have Latin formation. For example, Latin solo dancers who are dancing as part of one formation, or Latin couples dancing as one formation. So these variations came about because there's always an imbalance in terms of the numbers. For example, if you look at the way it's supposed to work, it sounds as if in a perfect world, you have to have an equal number of gentlemen and an equal number of ladies for the traditional dancing. But we know in reality that's not always the case. Usually we find that there are a lot more ladies who want to dance compared to the number of men. And in some rare occasions, sometimes there's more men than there are ladies who want to dance. So when there's an imbalance in numbers, obviously there are always going to be some people who don't get to dance. What dances are classified under Latin dancing? As mentioned earlier, Latin dancing is this huge umbrella consisting of many different dance styles. This umbrella can be loosely divided into two categories: ballroom Latin and social Latin. So when we say ballroom Latin, it's like, oh, what do you mean? It's very confusing. Isn't ballroom a different kind of category altogether? And in the casual sense, yes, ballroom dancing is actually another different set of dances altogether. But to clear up the lexicon over here, ballroom dancing is normally considered as the dance sport category. So dance sport consists of two major categories, which are modern ballroom and ballroom Latin. So modern ballroom are the dances which we typically know as ballroom dancing. Dances like the waltz, tango, foxtrot, quickstep, and the Viennese waltz. Ballroom Latin on the other hand, are the more exciting Latin pieces, which are the cha-cha, the rumba, samba, jive, and paso doble. So all these dances are considered to be part of the ballroom category because they normally dance in a ballroom. So these dances are usually the gentlemen's kind of dances. So in the olden times where gentlemen were gentlemen and ladies were ladies, and the gentlemen will always ask the ladies to dance. So the ballroom dances, which consist of these two categories and a total of 10 dancers, are under the dance part category, and they're normally very structured, following a very strict syllabus. I will discuss the ballroom dances in another video because I want to talk about Latin dancing in this particular video. So whenever you hear dancers talk about Latin dancing, they would normally be referring to these ballroom Latin dances, which consist of these 5 dances, which are the cha-cha, the rumba, the samba, the jive, and the paso doble. So these dances are governed by a very strict syllabus, and the rules are governed by different dance associations. And these rules are normally used in dance examinations as well as dance competitions. Social Latin dancers, on the other hand, are much more casual. They really go with the flow, and they're more free and more expressive. So some associations have included these dances in their roster and have even come up with a syllabus and examinations for these dances. But most people prefer to learn them on a more casual basis, so not all of them go for the examinations based on these associations. And now this category is actually much bigger and includes a lot of dances that I have never learned before. So some of these dances could include salsa, bachata, the kizomba, the merengue, the bomba, the lambada, and even more. One of the main differences between these two categories is the social decorum. Ballroom Latin borrows a lot of social rules and etiquette from the old ballroom dancing style, like I mentioned earlier when the gentleman asked the lady to dance. So the dances in the ballroom category are designed for gentlemen to act as gentlemen and ladies to act as ladies. And therefore, both the gentlemen and ladies are expected to behave like gentlemen and ladies of those older times. And so because we are behaving like gentlemen and ladies, we typically don't dance with strangers or people we don't know. So usually you are expected to dance only with the people that you know. For example, the partners that you came with, or other people that you know, like your friends or your classmates or someone that you know at that event. It is very rare for strangers who don't know each other to dance with each other at the ballroom event. Social Latin, on the other hand, is more street. It's more casual, more relaxed, and more friendly. You are not expected to hog one partner throughout the whole night at the social dance event. So even if you came with a dance partner, you and your partner are not expected to dance together only for the entire night. Both you and your partner are free to dance with other people at the party. So ladies, if you are at a social Latin dance event, it is perfectly common for strangers to come up to you and ask you to dance with them. And it is perfectly acceptable for you to say yes and to dance with them, even if both of you do not know each other. The beautiful part is that there is no obligation. As in, after that one dance, you are not expected to stay in contact or to remain as friends. You don't have to exchange phone numbers. You don't have to, hey, be Facebook friends, follow each other on Instagram. You don't have to do any of that. So when you dance on the dance floor for that one dance, it is only for that one dance. And in fact, if you are not comfortable to dance, just say no. The guy is not expected to get, offended and insulted and speak badly of you for the whole night. You don't have any of that. You are not obligated to say yes to every person who asks you to dance. There is also women empowerment, and ladies can even go up to a guy and ask him to dance if you want to. So for me personally, I love the culture of social Latin because they're so inclusive. It's like nobody wants to see someone sitting down, for the whole night. They want to make sure everyone gets a chance to dance. I can show up alone at a salsa or bachata dance party, and even if I don't know anyone at that party, I know I'm guaranteed at least one dance that night because there is going to be someone who will ask me to dance. Ballroom Latin, on the other hand, can, at the risk of sounding a little bit offensive, they can be a little bit snooty. If I show up at a ballroom dancing event alone, or if I don't know anybody there, I am probably going to be a wallflower. I'm just going to sit there the whole night and not going to dance at all. To be honest, I'm not one of those extroverts who can just go up to someone and say, hey, dance with me, especially if I don't know the person. So that's why in Social Latin, it's quite a relief to have someone come up to me and ask me to dance, because I wouldn't know how to go about it asking. And that's a beautiful thing about Social Latin, you know, it's very, very inclusive. So, you know, guys, they're used to just going up to girls they don't know and asking them to dance, and it's just what it dance for. Ballroom Latin, on the other hand, you don't see that. And yes, as a lady, when I go to a Social Latin dance event, I can ask any stranger to dance with me and it's perfectly acceptable. However, if I do that at a Ballroom Latin dance event, I've broken the quorum. At a Ballroom Latin event, you're not supposed to just go up to somebody's partner and say, hey, you know, let's dance together. That's just not the social etiquette of Ballroom Latin. Having said that though, my true love is actually with Ballroom Latin, because this was where my primary dance training was in. So I absolutely love all 5 of the Ballroom Latin dances, which are the cha-cha, rumba, samba, jive, and paso doble. And this is one of the main reasons why I decided to focus on Latin solo, which enables people like myself to be able to dance Latin dancing without a partner. Now, obviously, I did not come up with Latin solo. It was something that was already in the industry for quite a long time. I did compete in Latin partner briefly, but then I decided to focus on Latin solo when Latin solo competitions became available. And then I realized that many ladies, just like me, also wanted to learn Latin but don't have a partner, and many of them love the idea of Latin solo, which is one of the reasons why I decided to focus on Latin solo. So now, if you're wondering, like, why are there so many dances? You know, like, what are these Latin dances? What's the difference, and why so many? Do watch my upcoming videos, which I will discuss the different Latin dances in the Ballroom Latin and Social Latin. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notifications when new videos are released, including free dance tutorials and informative dance videos just like this. Stay home, stay safe, stay fit, stay healthy, and keep on dancing.